No worries, buddy.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you again for this opportunity. It's great to have you on the blog show.
No
And
worries. Thanks for having me.
yeah, I'm really impressed with your work in Alpha One Wrestling. I like your brawling heavyweight style. It's really intense.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I love it, man. So I did set up some kind of random questions that aren't
Awesome.
they're not too in depth, but I guess they give a scope of you as a person a little bit.
hmm
Yeah, and some about you as a wrestler as well, which are important.
Sweet.
Yeah. So, how did you get your start in the wrestling business?
So there was a false start real early on. I trained for like 2 days when I was in grade 7. And actually, I saw in your bio, it says Ringmasters, which was a school in Brampton, right?
Yeah, that's
So
right.
so I saw it on breakfast television, and
I
then I
was
said,
on that episode.
okay.
Holy
Were
shit!
were you the little kid in the Stone Cold shirt?
No, I wrestled against him. I was the
Okay.
one. He did the sunset flip on me.
Okay.
Yeah, I was wearing kappa pants. And I was
See,
shirtless.
yeah.
Oh
So
wow!
I ended up going for 2 classes,
Wow.
and then never again until I was 20, I think, at
Yeah.
Squared Circle with Fuego.
Okay, I went there. That's
Yeah.
cool as well. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, not too many people know about that false start.
That's amazing. I had no idea.
It's one
Yeah.
of those things though that if I look back and like I see guys like Del Bruno and Hacker that have wrestled like since then, and they were like 5 years older than me at that
Yeah.
point, but I legitimately wouldn't be the wrestler I am today, let alone in wrestling, I think, that if I started then.
Huh.
So
Interesting.
I'm really grateful for my journey taking me away from there and then finding the last 7 years.
That's cool, man. Wow. Yeah, I had no idea. Yeah, Steve
Small
Brown.
world.
Yeah, Steve Brown trained there as well.
I
At Semi
believe Nick
Final.
Watts, Lionel Knight.
Yeah, Nick Watts. Yeah, I know them all. Lionel, Taylor Cadine, and
Mhm.
Jack. I haven't heard from Jack Rushton for a while. Do you know what happened to him? Or
I didn't know anyone's name there.
okay, his
Yeah.
name's Michael Prajani. I haven't seen him for a few years now. Do you follow any dietary restrictions in terms of like watching your diet for pro wrestling? That's one
So
question I was thinking about.
so when I am like right now I'm trying to like I can actually cook all my meals because I'm like
That's
a
good.
regular person now. So like
Yeah.
I'm trying to like lean out, and I was always a cardio guy instead of weights or anything
Ah,
else. So I was always like, okay, well if I eat like slightly less carbs and
yeah,
try to focus on my cardio, but like my eating pattern. I'm lucky I'm a fat guy that's well spread out. I got big thighs, big
yeah.
belly, everything's all spread out. I have a large nice ass. It's not flat or anything. So I'm very lucky in that proportion, because anytime I see a
Yeah,
big dude that has like
yeah,
skinny legs and he looks like he's walking around on stilts,
yeah,
I'm worried about his like legs breaking. I'm like,
yeah. Good
how is
point.
it withstanding?
Yeah, it's hard to generate power on a suplex and that sort of thing too, right? Like that twisting
100%.
power. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. How are you for doing squats? How many do you usually do in a set and that sort of thing? Or
See,
do you
I
keep up
never
on?
understood sets and stuff. I needed to be
Yeah.
told specific numbers, and like
Okay.
I because like without wrestling there's no motivation. I can't go to the gym and stuff like
Right.
that.
Okay.
So I don't keep anything very specific. I legitimately, with all of these damn jacked friends I have, they'll post like an Instagram story or like a YouTube video of an at-home workout, and I'll be scrolling on my phone, then I'll see this and go, I gotta go do 10 burpees now. I gotta go do like a minute and a half of a wall squat of just like
Yeah.
that's my random motivation. That when wrestling comes back though, it's very much like whatever my okay, bench press, shoulder press today, stuff like that. That I'm not a numbers guy.
Cool.
Because I'm too dumb to be a numbers guy, for the
I don't
record.
say that, man. You're
No,
not.
legitimately, I will say I'm ignorant to that fact, because like I've now realized also I'm real bad with names because I'm so
Same here.
reliant on social media.
Same here. Yeah. Easy to
I
remember.
thought 2012, when Google Glass was being tested, I was like, sweet, we don't have to worry about names anymore. It'll just pop up. And unfortunately, that was 8 years ago. It never happened. So 20-year-old me just went, if you see them every single weekend or something, and it's real bad, like especially with my Twitter or Instagram friends, I don't know their real names. I know their usernames, and it's just this disconnect. But and then in wrestling, there's real names versus fake names, and then it's just like me. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna. If I don't remember your name, it's not being me being disrespectful. It's me not having the energy or bandwidth to remember it.
Cool. Yeah, I understand that. Even when I was growing up, I had the same thing. I'd have to ask people over and over again their names sometimes, and I was terrible at math as well, so I can relate to that.
I failed grade 10 math 3 times, so
Yeah,
but I also never took the exam. I saw I was
yeah,
failing the class. I'm like, why would I waste my 2 hours on this
exactly.
today?
You don't want to make yourself look bad on transcripts or report cards and stuff like that.
Bro, I didn't even pass high school. I
Yeah,
I lied on my resumes. It just says OSSD 2011. No one checks that. No one asks for a high school diploma.
yeah. Huh. True.
Don't lie about post-secondary. Do
Yeah.
not lie about like getting like a
Okay,
degree
yeah,
in engineering.
yeah,
Don't do that. But like if you don't have a diploma because you dropped out a half a year early or a year and a half early, let's
yeah.
just write OSSD, whatever school you were at, and then 4.5 years after you started.
True.
That's my life hack.
Yeah. uh, what else did Oh, do you follow any religions or any religious sects?
So I kind of grew up Catholic. I won't
Okay.
say we were good Catholics. Like I went to a
Yeah.
Catholic elementary school,
Yeah. Same here.
baptized, communion,
Same here.
confirmation, and but like I've always loved magic. I've always loved wrestling. I've always loved like cons and scams. And I'm just like,
Huh.
there's a lot of like weird stuff here. And then I also I spent so much time watching like ghost shows and Bigfoot shows
Right.
and conspiracy.
I love
But
that
here's
stuff.
the thing. I don't know what I actually believe, but I have a lot of this information about the JFK assassination that I don't know what to do with.
Yeah.
Uh
Huh.
but like now I recognize around like 14, 16, I went, okay, I'm more of an atheist.
Okay.
Now I say I'm non-religious, but like
Okay.
there's weird things I believe in. Like I believe in you need to say what your goals are instead of writing them down and pushing them off. You need to embrace that
Yeah.
whatever you put out into the universe. Like you gave me the best compliment a few weeks ago when you
Yeah.
said
Oh,
I enjoy
I'm glad.
your I enjoy your ring work, but you also as a human how you carry yourself,
Yeah. That's
and
important.
that's all I can just do for it. It's Brody Lee
Yeah.
opened up my eyes of when he passed away. Your legacy isn't championships and great matches. It's the
Yeah.
moments you leave with your friends and
Yeah.
family.
Part of your essence, I guess, as a human
Yeah.
being. Yeah. This conversation is going amazing, man. I'd like to keep you as a friend after this, to be honest.
No worries. The DMs are always open.
Sweet.
If you enjoy these conversations, I do my own podcast called This Is Brendan, which is my real name. Holden
Yeah.
Albright's the wrestling name.
All right.
And I literally started doing that podcast because I was scared I was going to go down the route of Heath Ledger. Of if I went too much in the mind of Holden Albright and like with the wolf mask and all this stuff,
Yeah.
I was very concerned. I was like, fuck, sorry for swearing. I was like, I might end up dead in a hotel room. So I'm going to also on the other side go, this is Brendan, this is me, this is my thoughts. And lately the last 10 or so episodes of that podcast has become more of a because I enjoy listening to so many podcasts, and my favorite are like personal development podcasts, and everyone has their own story, everyone has a struggle, and
Yeah.
I like to show I'm 28 right now, and like I've done some cool stuff,
Yeah.
but I'm not at like the peak of any mountain where if I can inspire anyone that was like me 10 years ago before I
Right.
did anything, then I think that's well worthy. But you don't inspire people by going, this is how much money you can make, this is
Yeah.
how
That's a good
successful
point.
you can be. It's inspiring them by telling them, here are the ups and the downs, here are my struggles, this is how I overcame it. Because if you just tell someone, yeah, if you work hard, life's going to be good for you, no, there's other
Yeah.
people that
It didn't
maybe
really
they
work
don't
that way
work
for me. Yeah.
yeah. And it's just stuff like that, that if you come prepared to know that you're going to have to shovel some garbage and there'll be peaks and valleys, you'll
Yeah.
be better in the long run for it.
Yeah. I'm still making minimum wage at the university degree and working on my second one, but still, I
But
don't
like
know.
once you get those degrees,
Yeah. Yeah. On the
yeah.
second, I got 1.5 so far, but still making minimum wage. I don't know. Might be that way forever, but I don't know. I feel okay as a person. I get to study what I'm interested in, so it works for me.
Yeah, it's just on that personal development.
Yeah, exactly. And even you were talking about the ups and downs. I've been dealing with bipolar disorder, but finally I've been properly medicated. Yeah, so I'm happy about
Hell
that.
yeah, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you. Uh, I have a good question. Which pro wrestlers are your friends, and which do you not like? This might be a hard one because yeah, not everybody wants to say that. It's kind of
So
shoot aspect of it, I guess.
it's if you sign up for my Patreon at the $50 tier, you get the raw versions of my podcast, which
Huh.
enjoy some behind the scenes stories of like Tony Atlas's foot fetish out in the Maritimes,
Wow. Never heard
maybe some stories about people that I don't like in the local area that
Yeah.
apparently, and also personal stories that are kind of embarrassing to me as a
Yeah.
person. That
Yeah. You
apparently,
call those.
if you pay $50 a month, I'll whore myself out of here's
Yeah.
my.
Oh man.
You're not gonna see my butthole, but you'll hear
Yeah.
my opinions.
I can
But
barely afford anything with minimum wage.
yeah, no worries. Well, like even like just sharing myself and just like being a fan and a supporter, like that means I said it when I was doing the Go Hard Pro the holiday special. I was like, you can support this financially, you'll get perks for it. But also if you just share it, that's you supporting it. Like I don't gauge like, oh, you paid this much, so your opinion weighs more than me. It's no, you just get access to more stuff, but also like if we're personal friends, I'm talking to you every day or I'm seeing you
Yeah,
twice, four
true.
times a week,
Yeah,
you're
Patreon.
also already going to know that stuff. So,
Yeah.
but so I would say if you look at like my posts or like my photos, you can see who I'm like closer friends with than others. But also like I'm just one of the dudes like I care about wrestling. I don't care about the BS around it. I don't think
Yeah,
someone's
it's
gonna.
hard to deal with that sometimes.
Yeah, well, I see it all the time of people that they're so concerned for their spot, where it's
Right.
like, no, if you just work hard and you're a good person, that spot will be there. We all see wrestlers that aren't that good in the ring, but they're buddies with the promoter, and being friends with someone isn't always a bad thing. If you're
Yeah.
using that as a weird power struggle and you're using this power in this one weird sport entertainment thing,
Yeah.
you need better priorities in your life.
Yeah, good point.
uh but like I won't go and name specific people because legitimately there's
Yeah,
only
it's not a
like
good
three or four
aspect.
people I don't like, and I just don't put my energy towards that. I just when I don't like someone, they just don't exist in my world. Like I
That's
don't see their social media updates, I don't see anything because I don't care about it. And then I realize though the people that don't like me, the whole you can hate me, but you're gonna like the spite of seeing your name. And I realize like that's the quote of success is the best revenge. Cause
yeah.
especially on like a small scene like wrestling, if someone doesn't like me, if someone doesn't think I deserve something, and
Mhm.
they see my face on every single match graphic, every single poster, they constantly see talent announcement, Holden Albright, talent announcement, Holden Albright, and they're not booked outside of two promotions, it's not wrestling promotions have the issue. It's you're the issue, seeing how I wrestled 114 matches in 2019
Wow.
just in
That's cool.
Ontario alone.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's I don't believe they exist, but I go, if you think it's mindsets I don't like in people as opposed to specific people, because
Yeah.
I hate when people just say, I hate people. No, you hate personality traits. You don't hate
Yeah.
people.
Good
And
point.
you need to break it down for that because there are times where someone you can love someone so much. They're your best friend. They could be a spouse, they can be a partner. But then maybe you realize they're a little racist. And you're like, well, I'm not racist, so I would prefer you not believe that. It's like, oh, no, no. It's just like those people. It's like, you're one of those people I don't like of just not being accepted. And those are the people that I would push out of my life or people that are just belittling. If you don't want to make society or the culture be better, I don't want you near me because I'm gonna present an idea that's wild. Like, let's do a holiday special and raise money on Indiegogo. And you're gonna tell me why it's gonna fail. Not say, hey, these are chances it might fail. You're telling me this is why it won't work. Oh, have you tried? No. So you can't tell me what won't work.
Okay. Ooh.
That's my biggest pet peeves.
Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. Uh, nice. I got a random question.
Go
What,
ahead.
which fruits and vegetables are your favorite and the best for personal growth?
Homie, I just started eating apples. So
Okay.
I I was always a banana kid when I was younger. I
Yeah.
started drinking orange juice a few years ago and like regularly drinking orange juice.